Hello lads and lasses, welcome to today's review video on the T-72 URAL, I believe it's pronounced. If it's wrong then I do apologize. Today is going to be a little bit different. We are going to do the Cold War review videos just a little bit different from the World War II. The World War II, there's a lot of tanks you can compare. Like if I was going to do a review on the, Ferdinand, the Fortress Ferdinand, I can compare it to a T-28 and the Tech Tree Ferdinand and so on. But because there's not a lot of tanks in Cold War, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the stats of the tank, and then we're going to see, we're not going to compare DPM or anything, but we're going to tell you how it feels and plays compares to its competitors. Alright, up on screen now, you can now see the T-72 URAL stats. Is how much it costs, in what type of era and tank and stuff. Sorry, I actually had to go back and re-record this wee bit because I completely butchered it. Anyway, the tank costs 10,000 gold. And to be fair, 10,000 gold for the T-72, it's cheaper than a tier 8 premium tank, and to be completely honest, it's quite worth the price. It's not overcharged. If anything, it's undercharged in my opinion. The silver earn rate is 50% additional to what you would already make in a standard tank. That's what that 150% means. The XP earn rate is 10% more than what you would normally earn in a standard tank, and the crew XP is 125% more than what you would earn in a standard tank. And bear in mind, this is for the escalation period, so that is the number 2. Penetration is 372. On its premium round, it's 420. Damage is 550, which is quite nice. It's quite a hefty gun. It's a 125 millimeter. It feels really good. Still concealment is not bad. It's not bad. It's got decent concealment. Good max speed, which at the end of this review, I'll be playing a clip from my stream of actually having quite a nice beefy game in this vehicle and its maneuverability. Hit points is 2,350, which is not great. Bear in mind, this tank is balanced to be the lower half of the escalation period, which is to be in line with things like the M60 and the T-62A. Kind of things in line with that, bear in mind. However, I feel like it's much better than any of those. I feel like it's in line with the T-72. Let me double check. Yeah, T-72A. I feel like it's a lot in line with the T-72A actually. It's really balanced. Now, let's look at all of this. This is what we want to look at. So 5.45 rounds a minute base, damage 550, and 690 for its high explosive. Penetration 372, which is pretty damn good. 420 on its premium round, and its high explosive is 125. Reload time is 11 seconds. It is a pretty long reload, but bear in mind you're getting that 550 alpha. Aim time is 2.1 seconds. Ammo capacity is 37 rounds. Please be aware that if you are going to split, have some AP rounds, some premium rounds, some high explosive, and you do take quite a few high explosive or premium rounds, you will drain through your AP quite consistently. Depression is 6 degrees. It's 6 degrees over the front. Defenders will actually block it, so if you are side scraping this thing, it gets less gun depression, and we'll show that in the armor viewer. Elevation is 14 degrees. Total armor is 280. This thing doesn't have armor. Okay, it just doesn't have armor. And I will talk about it when we actually go into the armor viewer. Traverse speed is 32 degrees a second. View range is 445. So it's got really nice traverse speed. Its view range for being a premium tank is not bad, but is certainly worse than the Americans and the T-72 AV and 62 M1. Now onto engine power, 780. For a tank that's quite fast, it's pretty good. So it's 19.05 horsepower per ton. Top speed being 60 kilometers per hour. Reverse speed kind of kills it. It's a lot like the 55A. it's 18 kilometers in reverse, so it's not great, but the fact that it's got really good rotation, in combination with you know, forward speed means you can overcommit and get back out really quickly. Is the 55A, if you overcommit, you are hammered. Fire chance 12%. A lot of these T-72 tanks catch on fire a lot, and we'll show you why in the module viewer. Traverse speed for the hull is no tracks. Sorry, these are tracks. Is 44 degrees a second. 44 degrees a second is amazing. Terrain resistance is 0.08 on soft, 0.09 on medium, and 1.9 on hard. So this vehicle excels on hard terrain, as most vehicles do, but pretty well. Signal range is 610. So here's the armor viewer. Take a quick spin around the tank. So I do actually quite like this vehicle, and I am very fond of it. Now, as you may see, the stats on the side of the screen may be a little bit different from what I've just read. That's because I currently have crew and equipment on it. That's why I pulled it from the website. After this, we'll tell you what I normally run on this vehicle. So here is the armor profile. It's got okay turret armor, but I wouldn't rely on it. Its upper plate is pish, like it does nothing to protect you. It's in, you know, it's all right. It's okay. It does have spaced upper plate armor though, which is nice. So you can side scrape this thing a little bit effectively due to having 125 millimeters of spaced armor. So it will absorb some heat rounds if people are firing premium rounds at you. You do have okay gun depression over the front, but because the fenders stick up so high, you lose gun depression when aiming over the fenders. Onto the module viewers. The engine is of course at the back. The two things at the front of the tank that you may be seeing are the fuel tanks. So if you go straight through the front of this vehicle, you're most likely to get set on fire constantly. So this is one of the vehicles in the Cold War era that I've actually taken a fire extinguisher on, and I like smoke. I like my smoking rations. A fire extinguisher is it's a big take for me. The cannon is of course inside the turret, and ammunition. So here's the ammunition, and this is where the crew layout is. So again, because it doesn't have much armor, going straight through the front of the vehicle will get your driver killed quite frequently, and it happens a lot. Onto loadout of this vehicle, I do carry loading time, accuracy, aim speed, and enhanced target information, along with a large repair kit, a large med kit, and enhanced fire extinguisher. For ammunition, I carry 20, 12, and 5. And just in case you're curious, for the premium skin of this vehicle, this is what it looks like. Personally, I wasn't too impressed. I would much rather have the premium skin be a skin on a 5th slot and have the 4 slots saved for camo. So if I did want to buy the skin for having the extra tarp, bags and tracks on the side of the tank and over the front of the tank, then I should be able to have that while still having my cool urban camo or my pink desert camo. I don't like the fact that in order to get a skin for my vehicle, I also need to sacrifice my camo. And it's Cold War, it's True Vision. I can't play a winter map looking like this, Anyway, now my thoughts and opinions on this vehicle. How do I feel like it plays? What role does it fit? And how would I best utilize this tank? To me, this tank is a very heavy sniper and mobility flanking tank. It is fast, it's got high alpha, its penetration may not be great, but it is pretty damn good compared to some of the other tanks. It doesn't have the hit points to tank, to brawl, should I say. but it does have a really nice gun handling. Its aim time does suck. That's why the aim time for this thing, I put everything on vents. Everything is based on the gun. Loading time, accuracy, aim speed. It's to maximize this gun as much as possible. And I use my universal Russian medium tank crew. So this is the crew that I use for almost all my Russian mediums that I want to be accurate and focused on gun, which is, 6th Sense, rapid loading, born leader, steady aim, rapid aim, clutch braking, snapshot, running gun, and deadeye. That's what I use because I want to maximize the gun on this vehicle as much as possible and utilize its strengths. I do snipe relatively well with this. It is accurate. Again, high alpha makes it feel really, really punishing when you hit someone. It is fast, so you're able to relocate, shoot someone, relocate, shoot someone, and relocate again, because that 60 kilometers top speed is amazing. You could honestly 110%, if you don't want to put everything on the gun, you could go in traction system in powertrain while running optics and just be a scout for your team. Like, you can 110% do that and it will be effective. But I do recommend playing this thing as more of a midline to backline sniper. You don't have the hit points to brawl. Leave that to the M62 T-62 M1 or the M60 Rises on your team, or the T-72 AVs or the M60 A3s. They have the hit points to do so. They have the armor. Well, M6A3 doesn't, but the others have the armor to do so. This tank doesn't. So utilize this tank with your team, move with your team, push with your team while still retaining, behind your team. That's how I feel about this tank. Would I suggest picking up? If you like tanks like the Leopard 1 in Cold War, or World War II even, if you like that Centurion Action 10 feel, the mobility feel of being able to move around the map, even 430U feel, moving around the map, being able to hit people hard, and then relocating, this is the tank for you. I do like it. 10,000 gold is quite a nice price. I didn't actually have to purchase this vehicle. This was gifted to me by a viewer and a fellow, content creator, Iron Lord Mink. So major shout out for him. Check out his content down in the description. So thank you for making this video possible. I know it's a bit late, but hey, we're getting around to each and every tank. I do quite like this vehicle, and hopefully in the stream clip that you'll see after this, you'll get to see this tank's strengths and weaknesses quite well. We moved with our team, we pushed up, we were sniping. It was on Prokhorovka nonetheless, and it was a win. It was a win. It was a nice game. Anyway, hope you did enjoy. Take care and keep it renegade. Bye bye. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be priming my Terminators. That means all these. It's gonna get primed tonight. And that'll be my Friday stream as well. We'll be doing our Terminators. King of Xbox, that's a bold statement. Ooh, okay, spicy. A1, A1, A1. Come on. Whew. Spicy. This might be a game for the YouTube video. Gotcha. Whoa, I thought it was an enemy for a second. I love the mobility of this vehicle the most. Like, yeah, it's balanced to the lower end of Era 2, but the fact it's got really nice mobility is what makes this vehicle, like, amazing. Good. Makes it good. GG, GG, GG. That's what we're talking about. That was a good game. That's a good game. 5.5k damage while being mobile and aggressive. Made some bank on credits. 2,000 assisted. There we go. GG. We made 100,000 from ops, but base earnings we made 146,000 credits and 73,000 with premium account, losing 45,000 on repairs and ammunition resupply. That's pretty damn good. GG.